Hey everyone, welcome into the Dustytron channel, and I thought I'd try something a little bit different today, and as I'm a Panthers fan, I thought I would give a preview for the upcoming Panthers game, which is a home game hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And so we're coming into this game having a big comeback against the Miami Dolphins last week. It was a 17-point deficit, but we were able to come back. And I would have loved to say as a Panthers fan, that was due to Bryce Young's leadership. Bryce Young was able to lead us back into that game. I don't think I can say that. I think it was more the 200 rushing yard game by Rico Dowdle. And if you look at that, we had a 200-yard rusher, and we just barely won by 3 points. So that, to me, is concerning. Also, our other win of the season, I felt like that was more the 30-0 stomping of the Atlanta Falcons. I felt like that was more the Falcons playing bad than the Panthers playing good. If you look at Bryce Young's stat line from that game, it wasn't particularly good. And what's really concerning about how Bryce Young is playing so far, he tends to play really bad in the first half, dig us into a hole, and then we have to spend the rest of the game getting out of it. We were able to make a comeback against the Cardinals, didn't quite pull it off, and then we were able to fully make the comeback against the Miami Dolphins. But a game like the Patriots game, we weren't able to. And I'm just starting to really feel like, because I was feeling like Bryce Young wasn't the guy, definitely when we benched him last year. But then he came back after the benching and started looking pretty decent. And so there was some hope coming into this year. I'm just not really convinced he's a franchise guy anymore. But talking about that running game, Chuba Hubbard has been ruled out for the game, so it will be the Rico Dowdle game again, and it's a revenge game for Rico Dowdle. He was on the Cowboys last year, and they let him go, and he was actually doing, I think he was their best back last year. He was doing pretty decently, and so it would have been funny, because I almost felt like in the offseason it was a swap. Panthers used to have Miles Sanders. He went over to the Cowboys. Cowboys had Rico Dowdle. He came over to the Panthers. It would have been interesting to see them play in the same game, but Miles Sanders is injured, and apparently he's out for the rest of the season, so he won't be playing in the game. But who will be playing is Javonte Williams, one of the bigger stories, for an unexpected story for the Dallas Cowboys this year. Was going way late in fantasy drafts, but is one of the best running backs in the league right now, at least by stats. The Cowboys offense the last 2 weeks has really been going. Been firing on all cylinders. They were able to tie the Green Bay Packers, which I think the verdict is still out on if their defense is actually good or not. I streamed the game against the Commanders, and I was really impressed with what their defense was able to do. But then they weren't able to defeat the Browns. They lost to the Browns, and then they let the Cowboys put 40 points on them. So the verdict is still out for me on that. But let's not forget that before the game against the Packers, the Cowboys did get routed by the Chicago Bears. So is this an instance of the Cowboys were well matched against the Packers and then had an easy game against the Jets, and we're just really starting to overvalue their offensive production based on that? Or are they actually good? Panthers, I'll give them credit. Their run D has been improving in recent weeks. Their defense is still definitely a liability, but while they're imperfect, I feel like they're playing with some passion, and they might turn the corner at some point. But I just don't really think it's this week. I think the Cowboys have really kind of hit their stride right now, and I think this could be an ugly game. But the Panthers, they'll have to avoid the early turnovers. They're going to have to rely on that running game with Rico Dowdle. Hopefully he has another big game, because we're going to need it. Because if we can't keep the Dallas Cowboys offense off the field, I think that this is going to be a long game. Now, what is my official prediction? My official prediction is somewhat pessimistic. I think I've got the Cowboys winning probably like 31 to, let's say, 17, but I could see a world in which Rico Dowdle really helps the offense control the game, and we do enough on defense to limit the Cowboys offensively, having a well-rested defense with long drives by the offense. Our pass rush is starting to increase a little bit, but I am concerned about the firepower that the Cowboys have been showing in recent weeks. So if the running game is there, I could see the game maybe being like a 3 to 4 point game, but I see it being a multiple possession win for the Cowboys if that is not the case. But what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this video or want to see more of it, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to be notified of all our videos. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on the Dustytron channel.